91X.
All right, that's Bad Blood from Bastille here on 91X. They're in the studio. First of all, kind of confusing when you're writing the name on your emails to people. You have to get to you actually have to type in Alt-J to get the actual Delta symbol. Was that on purpose that you wanted to like a little homage to Alt-J at the same time, or who wants to take that one?
Wow. No, it wasn't intentional. I think we both kind of started out around the same time, and I think we both did it separately of each other, and then we watched them grow and develop, and they watched us grow and develop, and we both thought, oh god,
here it comes.
Yeah.
So, but you can still spell it both ways.
You can, yeah. I mean, we're really not fussy. It came to blows though. We had a fight with them at a festival in Hong Kong,
and you guys won, of course, because they are so wimpy.
Finally, someone says it. Yeah.
Their drummer doesn't even have cymbals.
I know.
He can't carry them; they're too heavy for him. He has to carry big boxes of air around with him. So anyway, tell me about the track "Bad Blood."
It's quite a satisfying song in terms of like the process, because we sort of wrote it, rehearsed it, and released it as a single in the UK within the space of like a couple of months, which rarely happens these days. I say that like I've been doing this for years. I'm pretty new.
Back in the 60s, it's always like that.
It quickly became like one of our favourites to play live. Yeah, it's just it's a song by us. That's very badly spelled by me.
Do you cry when you do it live now?
Oh yeah, every time. I cried the whole way through the set. It's really embarrassing.
That's good though. That is good. All right, tonight the big show, sold out show tonight at the House of Blues. Is this is your first time to San Diego, or it is?
As a group, yes.
What do you know about us that about San Diego?
It's a pretty warped view based largely on Anchorman, I think.
Okay, I'll give you a word of advice. Do not mention whale's vagina on stage tonight.
Yeah.
We don't care. Even Coldplay's used it, and we love them, but as soon as they said it,
showered in piss and beer.
We sent them down to Tijuana. You know where Tijuana is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we showed them a good time though. That's why their last album was not that good. Oh. I'm joking.
Still hungover.
I'm joking. All right, it's 91X. All right, we are back. Bastille's in the studio. When you answer these crazy questions, get as close to that microphone as possible because I really want to hear the answer to these things. Let me run around the room real quick. Influences when you were a kid, when you were growing up, made you decide, I've got to be in a band. Get close to that mic.
My best friend's older brother rode a motorbike and played bass, and that was enough for me. I didn't really like music before that. I just wanted to.
But it had to be it had to be the combo of both.
Well, the motorbike was actually the cooler thing, but I was too young to do that. So I was like, if I play the bass, that's a bit like riding a motorbike.
Was he in a band?
Yeah.
And what town was this in?
It was in a village, a very tiny village.
Which is where?
You really want to know? It's called Broadwell. It's near Southam in England.
Really?
It's not very glamorous.
No, it kind of is. We've all heard of it.
So that's what got me into playing music. And then I got into Green Day and Nirvana.
That's crazy.
I know.
That is crazy. So all American bands, basically. And the dude on the motorbike. And the bloke on the motorbike.
He had sexy long hair like a lady, though.
And what year was this? 2 years ago?
I don't know.
10 years ago.
Last week.
Last week. Perfect. Okay. And to you as well. Same question, close to the mic.
There was never really a point that I was like, I want to be in a band. Then these guys just rocked up. I met Dan at a house party. He was like, do you want to be in my band? I was like, yeah, why not?
No, not much convincing then.
No. As in, like, I always sort of played music and stuff, and I studied music at university and stuff. But I never really knew sort of what I wanted to do. I was like, just pass the time, go in a band or whatever. And then, joke's on them. It worked out, I suppose.
And the cool thing is you got the best beard in the band.
This is it.
Yes.
You know?
You're actually showing them the way.
This is, so like...
So no influences whatsoever, just...
Well, no, as in, like, it was sort of like garage and grime, sort of hip-hoppy stuff.
Right.
More electro and urban and other words that are embarrassing.
Nice buzzwords.
And then it was only when I went to university that I stopped wearing tracksuits and big trainers hats and having like slits in my eyebrows,
right,
and big diamond earrings.
So you actually went back to being English then?
Yeah. And then that was it, I suppose. Just sort of.
And what university were you going to?
University in Leeds.
Millions of bands have come out of that university.
I know. It's weird. And because Dan also went to university there, but that isn't where we met. but it was through friends that we knew from Leeds,
Right.
and yeah,
So you're all northern lads then, or no?
no.
None of us are northern.
No, but went to school
Yeah.
in Leeds.
Because in the UK, a lot of people just go as far away from home as possible when they go to uni.
And if far away from home is Leeds, because it doesn't matter if it's next door, because it's really out there.
It's a 4-hour
Yeah.
drive. It's a big deal for us.
Yes, in the middle of nowhere. Very interesting. Give me the rundown.
So, growing up, my dad was, and in fact still is, a guitarist and a singer. So I kind of, from a very young age, was around instruments and that sort of stuff.
Right.
I thought really foolishly that if I played drums, I wouldn't have to learn to read music, and that turned out to be a massively wrong statement, as it transpired. So yeah, basically just my dad dragging me around my hometown playing Beatles and Rolling Stones.
And where was the hometown then?
Plymouth, which is down the southwest.
Plymouth, but not near Southam.
No,
Where Southam? And where were you living before you went to Leeds?
London.
So you're a London band, but you're not really anybody actually born and raised in London.
2 of us, yeah.
2 of you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you actually met where then?
We met in London. So we all went away to university, and then that's where I started playing music at uni, publicly. I'd been sort of making songs for years, and then loads of my mates at uni were in bands, and they sort of bullied me into doing a gig, and then moved back to London, and that's where we all kind of met and started.
So you didn't know when you were at Leeds then? Both
No,
were at Leeds at the same time,
no.
but didn't know each
We
other.
had mutual friends, so it was one of those annoying things where we were probably at the same. We both worked at the radio station, at our student radio station. We both had shows at the same time, but still managed to not have any idea who each other were, which is quite weird.
Oh, because you never on at the same time then.
No, that's true.
Because I don't even know who's on before me here. I don't. I
I
really
just turn
don't.
up, do this, and leave.
So, all right. So, born and raised in London.
Yeah, I was
Go
born
to
and raised in
Leeds,
London, went to
school.
Leeds, yeah.
Do your radio show. Your influences then. Give me the.
Well, when I was growing up, my mum was a folk singer, and so played a lot of kind of folk music and a lot of the stuff that they listened to when they were kids, like Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, and Simon and Garfunkel, and the Beatles and stuff like that. My sister used to play a lot of hip hop, which was nice. And then I don't know.
See, none of you at this point have mentioned any English. Well, except for the grimy stuff,
Beatles.
but it's like American, whatever it is. But you guys don't sound like anything like an American band. You sound a cross between like Northern African, whatever the hell percussive stuff there is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you've named yourself after you named yourself after the Moroccan pastry, right? The Bastille. No, you have you not heard of that?
No, we haven't.
I know it's. I'm messing with you, but at the same time, I'm not. No, but there's a chicken pastry Moroccan dish, which is like nuts, sliced chicken, and like phyllo dough with powdered sugar on top of it and cinnamon. Okay. And next time you go to a Moroccan place, order the
like
Bastille.
All the courses put into one.
It is. It's just to slam it in one, and
You get that on our rider.
I don't think I want it.
no, it's
Chicken
really
and sugar.
chicken, nuts. It's just. Have you ever been to Morocco?
No.
You need to go.
Okay. Enough.
Seriously, if it can affect Led Zeppelin like it did, you guys can go through the same
Fair
thing.
enough. Yeah.
That's the way to do it. So that's it. So the last thing I want you to
named ourselves
explain is
Bastille.
it's confusing for most Americans, but English band, French name in essence,
Yeah.
singing about a place in Italy which most people have never been to, except Pink Floyd. And as it turns out, have you been? You have.
Subsequently we've been. Yeah.
So you went to Pompeii after you wrote the song. Yeah. Would you have changed the lyrics because it's hotter than hell there now that you know it's hot?
Well, I don't know. I wrote the song having sort of seen lots of pictures and read about it in books and stuff. So I don't know. I guess it'd probably be a bit more of a sweaty, dusty song. if it was like to really mirror our experience of being there.
Did you, now that you've been there, did you go to the arena where Pink Floyd shot that whole video?
We did, yeah, we did. Mm-hmm.
Had you seen the Pink Floyd thing before you went?
Yeah. It was quite a rushed trip though. We were only there for a few hours, but it was very cool to go and see it.
We spent 2 hours while we were there making a vine that didn't even work out, so we weren't really
Technology.
making the most of it.
Yeah.
And you probably spent just as much on that vine as Pink Floyd did on that whole Live at Pompeii thing. Or at least time-wise on it as well. Well, continued success. I'm looking forward to like many years of great albums like this. Don't slough off or anything. Just
we'll do our best. We'll put our finger out.
get in and keep going. And for goodness sakes, don't mention whale's vagina tonight because nobody will get it here. We just don't know what they're talking about. So,
We'll
Bastille, thank you very much for coming
Thanks for
in.
having
It
us.
is 91X.
91X.